So David, 3-2 win today against Glossop after quite a few games off. Good feeling today?
Yeah, we needed the win. We need to get a bit of momentum going into the second half of the season. So I think that win puts us definitely ahead in points where we were this time last year. We fell just short last year, so I feel we've set ourselves up pretty well now to go into the second half of the year. And it was a hard-fought victory. I thought we played some good football at times. Glossop quite direct, decent up front. Caused a few problems. I thought their goals were a bit scrappy, but they put balls into good areas and we didn't defend them well enough. So we had to work for it. So it's a really good 3 points after having 3 weeks off.
Do you feel like it was a danger it was going to turn into a basketball game at one point?
Got a little bit like that, and the pitch is a bit lively, which doesn't help. We deliberately set up to be a bit more direct in the first 10-15 minutes to get the ball into areas where we could cause them problems. And I thought by doing that we then set up where we could start to play. My biggest worry coming up to half time was we created good chances and balls bobbling around the 6-yard box and not scored. And you kind of think it might be one of those days, but the penalty settled nerves a little bit, and it was a great little move and run by Bailey.
And like you said, we've sometimes been guilty of not taking our chances, but we've got 3 goals today, and we've created quite a few good chances today. So you've got to be pleased with that.
Yeah, we should have had more than 3. I mean, balls bobbling around the box. A bit fortunate with the third, the own goal. But again, a ball into an area that causes problems. That's what Glossop did to us. We put a ball into an area that caused a problem. Came off the defender's knee. Probably the goals we haven't been getting. I think I've criticised the players a little bit behind closed doors around what results we've been getting against sides in the bottom 6. We haven't been picking up enough points. 10 points against sides in the bottom 6 before today. That's better. That's coming in and scrapping and making sure we create chances and getting on the end of things, and then managing the game well for the last 15 minutes or so. That's what we need to do. We need to make sure we pick up wins at places like Glossop.
A word today for Bailey Marsden. You said he was involved in the penalty part, but the second goal was unbelievable.
Bailey was involved in most things we did well today. He was given that he's just come back from an injury. He was ill last week. He was up and down, but every time going forward, he's picking up great positions, got good feet, good vision, great passing range, and the touch, the vision, and then the weight of pass for Banny's goal, as good as you'll see at any level of football. I don't think sometimes he knows how good he is, but today I think anybody watching will have seen what a player he is and what a player he'll become.
And a good finish as well for the second goal from Jack as well.
Very composed. Slightly worried that when he didn't hit it, that the chance had gone, but he said afterwards when he came off, he saw the defender out the corner of his eye starting to slide, and therefore he wanted to take it back the other way to eliminate the risk of him getting a block on it, and he did it so well. So a good run, good finish.
And a word today for the travelling fans. It felt like when we get local games, big following, it was a good away end today.
Really
very
good,
loud.
really loud. And you can see they missed it as much as we have. They made a lot of noise. They really got behind the players today. We played some good football for them to get behind as well. And I've said this a lot, it makes such a difference. The players really enjoy it, and you saw the applause at the end as we came off. There were probably 100 odd, easily 100 odd Mosley fans in there, and there were fans dotted around the ground as well. It's absolutely superb, and a nice way to round off Christmas for them.
And we move on to New Year fixture against Ramsbottom at home.
Yeah.
Thoughts on that one?
We've got to be at least as good as we were today. I think we could have defended better, but I thought moving the ball and going forward we were good. I think if we could do that against Ramsbottom, we should win. But we saw when we didn't do that, we turned up, underperformed, didn't work hard enough at their place, and rightly got turned over. So we can't be dropping standards. We can't be taking teams for granted. We've got to be relentless. We've got to play at that same level, that same intensity, with that same quality week in, week out.
Thanks, David. Well done for today.
Thanks.